Okay, fellows, good evening, good night, and it's P-40 Strafing mission. Once again, P-40 is available on Finnish. Let me just check the sound and video. Video is there, sound is there. And let's join Finnish Turbulent Pilots server, which is still dead server, but still much more popular than Challenge Bullets. I mean, Frontline is a Wings of Liberty on steroids. My choices: Finnish Turbulent Pilots. Turbulence today is gonna be devastating. It's 20 meters per second wind on high altitude, 1.0 turbulence. I hate Finnish for that, but nothing I can do. I like very long range missions, and I need a lot of time for those. US Army Air Force livery, 100% fuel, no any modifications, and start. First, track IR settings check. Okay, track IR is good. Controls are not good. Okay, controls should be good now. IR is set once again. I ain't got no much time left. Everything is okay. And controls before engine start. Let me just have all shutters half closed. Yeah, that's about half. And 70% technochat elevator trim up. That's 5.5 on this trim tab. I check it with my technochat. Yeah, it was 70% and 5.5 to the left rudder. That's 34 rudder. And engine start 200 feet airfield altitude. I've got Korinovskaya airfield. I will do very boring taxiing towards this position, then take off. Simulated rejoin after takeoff pattern, and then very long and boring route flying towards that objective. It's early morning, time, atrocious wind, which I should calculate before starting my rejoin after takeoff pattern. From 43 to 20, okay. Let's say it's 60. I will switch 3 clicks over here. So I should do my third left 90 degrees turn earlier. About maybe 20 seconds earlier, and fourth left 90 degrees turn earlier 25 seconds. I calculated that without any helpers. Okay, parking brakes off. I will struggle with such 3 meters per second wind. I will struggle. Thanks God this is a grass surface. I will do okay. Feel absolutely fine. And it's about 1300 RPM power needed for normal taxiing speed in such conditions. I hope, hoping on very long and boring taxiing. Yeah, I can feel the wind. I do taxiing without using any brakes, only with my rudder I steer. I do S-turning. I like that. Taxiing speed is quite normal, not too fast, not too slow. And that was wind, and like I call it lack of operational readiness. I was forced to use my wheel brakes. Not good, because that wind affecting my rudder surfaces. Wind is from the left to the right, so your tail goes to the right, your nose goes to the left. This is not a joke. That was unsafe, so I've decided to enable full brakes. And if I survive that mission, which I doubt very much, on landing, I will struggle on a landing run. Now I'm somewhere here. I like very long taxiing. I'm once again quite a bit late. Full right rudder, no brakes. Yeah, you can feel that wind. Once again, no brakes. S turning while taxiing is that was a circling attempt. Another mistake of mine, because I'm not used to, and this is circling. Very rare for me, this is circling. That's what you get when you do not practice. I didn't practice for 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. And even when I practice with no such wind conditions. So I call it lack of operational readiness. My bad. You should practice more. In order to handle that well. But how could you practice? I was okay to fly yesterday's night, but P-40 wasn't available on Finnish server. Very inconvenient, and when P-40 was available, that was a late night, so it was too late for me. Now it's available. Thanks God it's not winter. Thanks God it's not concrete or asphalt surface tarmac. And I can do more or less full mission without skipping any standard operational procedures in my mission program. I really enjoy taxiing without using brakes as turning, but I must say now wind is from my 6, so I do not feel any that wind doesn't disturb my controls. No, actually not. Wind should be from my 2 o'clock. Actually not. That's why taxiing speed has decreased a little bit, but that's okay. That's a fine taxiing speed for me. Taxiing speed has decreased. Okay. So, should I check? I've got less than 4 hours of mission time available, but bearing in mind I'm in the middle of my longest streak of unsuccessful P-40 missions. I do not count on any return to base procedure. Some reason I'm not able to complete that type of mission. I crash. Those flak units shoot me down. Either I do one-on-one air-to-air combat not well, and I even did quite a mistake of engaging 1 against 2 on P-40. That was my bad, my mistake. I shouldn't do that. So this is either crash or being shut down for me, but I'm not able to complete that type of mission. Very unfortunate. I do not consider this taxiing speed too low. It's absolutely fine for me. And my takeoff headings should be 160, I think. Now I'm getting closer and closer to my hold spot, rolling to start readiness position. On that position I should have heading 070. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. So 070 plus minus 5 degrees is okay. And let me just check. This is 08 hours 17 minutes 0 seconds. Now in 18 minutes 0 seconds will be my takeoff time, and in 17 minutes 30 seconds will be my rolling to start timing, without using brakes, without anything. All fine, all set. Here we go. Throttle forward up to more than 1500 RPM to start moving, and turning left, turning right. One 60 heading, retard the throttle, and in 0 seconds I will advance the throttle to 39 inches in 5 seconds. Steady, slowly, on one move. Beautiful. Minor correction, and we accelerated. Technochat on in order to fix my RPM right after takeoff. In about 130 miles per hour indicated, she will take off. I hope I will not collide with any surface structure. Wheels up, RPM down to 72%. Technochat off. She's accelerating, nose down, she's accelerating. Stick pull and retard the throttle. She's not stabilized. I was too early on retarding the throttle. She's stabilized. Okay, climbing 400 feet and technochat on in order to technochat on, transitioning into straight and level stabilized attitude. RPM down to 43%. Elevator trim minus 5% more and minus 5% more. And minus 5% more. Rudder to 83 and minus 5% more. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. And auto lean mixture. Retard the throttle. She has accelerated enough. Retard the throttle, it's about maybe 21 inches or something like that. .6 inches, and my P-40 is stabilized, even though I've got atrocious turbulence. Not enough airspeed. Let's make it 21 inch. Yeah, 21.0 inches. You should be careful with your rejoin after takeoff pattern altitude. It should be not less than 300 feet higher than your surface altitude. Any hills should be noted 21.7 inches, because I'm still descending, and my first left 90 degrees turn timing will be 23 minutes 0 seconds. That means I got 1 minute left till that first left 90 degrees turn. I like all this routine. It's not boring at all for me. "15 seconds left till first left 90 degrees turn on rejoin after takeoff simulated pattern." And turn left. Excessive power a little bit. 15-degree bank angle. She's stabilized. Beautiful. Pull up. Watch your bank angle. New heading's gonna be 070. Under turning 30 degrees. Retard the throttle. Get rid of excessive power. Should be 52, 53 seconds. It's okay. Turn. More or less good so far, and the Ust-Labinska is somewhere there. Okay. They've got excessive power. Yeah, maybe 20 seconds left till second left 90 degrees turn. And turn left. Let her descend a little bit. Not too much, or she will accelerate too much. I don't need excessive airspeed. And retard the throttle earlier. Let her descend just a little bit, 340 is my new heading, new vector. Watch your airspeed, feel your airspeed by your nose behavior, whether she pitch her nose up or pitch her nose down, that indicates insufficient speed or excessive airspeed. Now it's okay. P-40 is my main airplane. I like it. I like A20. I do those Russian-speaking, Russian commentary streams all the time. I will proceed with those, but my main is P-40. And we got those 90 degrees road corners. This, I know exactly where I am, 0634.4. I will see some river starting. I should see, yeah, here it is. And my third left 90 degrees turn should be takeoff time plus 13 minutes 0 seconds. That means 31 minutes 0 seconds. But bearing in mind wind shift adjustment, I will start that third left 90 degrees turn 20 seconds earlier. That means 30 minutes 40 seconds is my third left 90 degrees turn timing, and even 25 seconds earlier will be fourth left 90 degrees turns, so it will be 32 minutes 15 seconds. And after completing that fourth left 90 degrees turn, I should see the runway, my airfield right on my 12 o'clock. Not to the left, not to the right. Exactly on my 12 o'clock. That will be a minor route flying wind shift adjustment procedure, which is always useful to practice, to train. Thanks God, Finnish server is available. Finnish server is the best server. This turbulence is probably the only inconvenience of that server. New frontline server, I call it Chow and Bullets. I do not see as a ground play, as a playground. I've got 1 minute to 20 seconds left till my third left 90 degrees turn. I can see my airfield. Let's wait and see if my wind shift adjustment technique is gonna be good. And I've got excessive airspeed. Let me have power, not 21.6 but 21.2. Yeah, 21.4 will be more or less okay. I maintain my altitude, that's the key, and 25 seconds left. In 40 seconds, now it's 20 seconds, in 40 seconds I will start my third left 90 degrees turn, and those I could see Burikovskaya somewhere here. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Bank left, excessive power a little bit, pull up, Watch your bank angle, watch your vertical speed. Do not let her pitch her nose up or pitch her nose down. And my new heading is gonna be 250. Yeah. Retard the throttle, 21 inch, 21.4 inches. Once again. Watch your bank angle. If it's too much, make it not enough for some time. 53 seconds is okay. And in 15 seconds I will start my force left 90 degrees turn. Let's wait and see if I'm correct. This is Karinovskaya town. Let's wait and see. I'm too close, I would say. Maybe not. 10 seconds left. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, definitely. I'm too close and I'm offset to the right, but not too much. I know why that happens. I didn't calculate my airspeed good enough. That's why. And I don't know the exact wind speed. That's also the reason. And 160 leveling up. And what should I do? I probably should turn right on 170 heading. Turning right, that's a 10 degrees vector change. So I should do that with 3-4 degree bank angle. That's not a delay turn in case of group flying. I fly alone only. I've got no one to fly with, because the way I fly my missions would be too boring for anyone else. This is quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. And my route flying will be on low level, so diving -5 inches, manifold pressure, nose down, so I'm descending without losing airspeed or gaining airspeed. Excessive airspeed. Issue 170 heading should be maintained until those Caucasus mountains, hills. I will proceed on low level, then I will start climbing, then descending, and then I will go high waters at open seas. and this is low level. I practice low level flying on Finnish very often, not because I worry about stealthiness, but because of that atrocious unrealistic turbulence. It shouldn't be always so turbulent, and turbulence is developed very badly in this game, so it's unrealistic. So I hate when that turbulence spoils my stabilized attitude flying. So without that, anyway, it's much more useful to do low level flying, because low level flying is quite challenging and difficult anyway. I do stabilized low level flying. I change altitude from time to time. Now I'm too high, so descending -5 inches of manifold pressure, nose down and nose up, and throttle forward 21.5 inches. Okay. And now I'm too low, jumping a little bit. That was very clumsy. So my mixture is out to lean. (21.3.4 inches should be okay for stabilized altitude flying. And I've got a road. I hope I will not collide with any tree top. I've got a road and a railroad, so I hope I know where I am. This is too low. This is too low. This is too low. I don't need to. I'm not able to watch my map actually. And -5 inches nose down diving in order to be stealthy. In some game with a realistic visibility, that technique will help. This game has got absolutely garbage unrealistic visibility. Unacceptable. I'm too high. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that lake surface, like a mirror. I must say that river or lake surface isn't like sea surface, but wind is quite high, so we should have a lot of roughness on that lake surface. And in Combat Pilot, very early pictures, undeveloped everything, not developed at all, but you see the sea surface roughness. This is very well This is very promising. Jump 5 inches up, nose up, in order to increase altitude. I've really got no time to watch my map. I always know where I am. Sometimes from time to time I can get lost, but I find where I am very quickly without GPS. But I'm afraid of hitting the treetop with that atrocious turbulence. That turbulence makes you up and down wobbles, which are absolutely unrealistic. You shouldn't experience that. You should experience this in high turbulence. Banking tendencies, not climbing or descending tendencies. And any tendencies, even climbing and descending, should be rough, should be brief, shouldn't be so gentle and long, elongated in time, like in this game. And now you can see terrain altitude starts climbing, starts increasing, so I should start climbing myself a little bit in order not to collide with the surface. So I've got really no time to watch my map. Рязанская should be somewhere. Yes, I can see the road, this road. I've got road bending, so probably here and probably here. So very soon, should I see the river? No, I don't know where I am. Yeah, river is there. I was too high. That's a low level. This is low level altitude flying. 21.2.3 inches. Beautiful. Manifold pressure. This is the river. I'm somewhere here probably. Any bridges? No. I should descend a little bit and pull up right away and throttle back to normal. 21.3.2 inches. Oh, this was unsafe. Surface is more or less flat on Kuban map, but still terrain altitude is changing, so you need to climb a little bit or climb from time to time. And I see another road, good terrain feature for me. Road is quite straight, and I had road bending to my right. So where I am, I don't know where I am. Really don't know where I am. I can say it frankly. I'm lost a little bit, but not because I'm not qualified to work with the map, because I'm not able to see the map. And hello, senior development management, you should be able to see that map in picture-in-picture mode in the corner of your screen. So you shouldn't lose your sight of, lose visual control of your airplane when you watch your map. Some garbage person from senior developers management is responsible for that garbage. A little bit wrong with turbulence. Hey Petrovich, Andrei Petrovich. A little bit wrong with map, visual. Hello Loft, hello Han, the Nil to save. And you've got quite a garbage instead of good gaming. And what could they answer you? They always say it's irrelevant because too few players will notice the difference. Yes, they're right, but we've got that genre, that community. In case of normal community of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 players all over the world, you will have you will have the difference. And another road. Community is so small. We almost know each other well for last 15 years. New guys, old guys, we know each other for... That's how small community is. For example, in squad game, I don't know personally anyone, but I know diplomacy server community and quite a few players from other servers. I see them on diplomacy. So it's 5-10,000 people in squad community, and when some updates, in case of some update, I almost collided with that treetop. You've got up to 30,000 players. Now we have less than maybe 100 players on multiplayer at the moment, and it's about 150 to 200 players maximum daily. Can you call it a dead genre? Yes, you can. Can you call it a dead game? Yes, you can. I'm too high, my bad, and very soon I should start climbing. My beloved Hanska should be on my left. If I survive that mission, I will not return to my airfield. I will try and do some landing on Hanska. I like that airfield. Reduce the throttle. So another road. This road probably. Yeah, should it be this road? Yes. My cop airfield should be somewhere there, and I don't need to know my location, because very soon I will start climbing. Okay, technochat on. In order to start climbing, plus 5% elevator trim, RPM up to 72%. Cowl shutters open, plus 5% more. Aileron up to 0, plus 5% more. Plus 5% more. I wait till she starts pitching her nose down. That means insufficient speed is no excessive speed already. And 28 inches manifold pressure. She is stabilized. I should probably increase my power a little bit. 28 inches. Yeah, the usual route for me. Some road. I must say, I still don't know where I am. I'm over here. This, I must say, this is not good. I don't know where I am. This is not good. Power up. 28.6 inches, because P-40 doesn't have any manifold pressure governor, automatic governor. I must say I don't know where I am. Should be somewhere here. No? That's where I am. That's where I am. Hanska is far to the east. That's where I am. 1533, 1534. And another manifold pressure adjustment. Power up to 28.5. Beautiful. I can see this river bending, I think. Yeah. This island is over there. So I'm somewhere here. 1634.7 and Neftinaya, which means oily small village. That's a working village, probably working facility. Beautiful weather. Should be on my 12 o'clock. Let's wait and see. Maybe I should be able to see it. Beautiful. P-40 is stabilized. Probably turbulence is out. Adjust the throttle once again. 27.9. Maybe I should get more, but I've lost 3 degrees of heading. And where is Neftinaya? Oh, look at this. Neftinaya is on my 12 o'clock. So That's what you get when you're experienced. Once I'm able to work with my map should be in picture mode. I know exactly where I am. Exactly. 1634.4. And I lost 5 degrees of heading, not looking on my, without visual evaluation of my airplane behavior. I shouldn't have those issues. I shouldn't lose my visual working with my map. I should keep one eye on instrument panel, one eye on nose behavior. I see my P-40 wings banking left or banking right. On A20 it's quite different. You're not able to see those wings on A20. So should I level up? Yes, I should. Climb a little bit more and level up. Technochat on. Minus 10% elevator trim, RPM down to 43. %, aileron trim on right wing, minus 5% more elevator trim, radar 82, 83, she pitches her nose down, wait until she starts pitching her nose up and minus 5% more. Do not let her gain altitude while accelerating. She reduces, she gets rid of insufficient airspeed. Airspeed becomes normal, and in order to avoiding excessive airspeed, you decrease your elevator trim settings and later you decrease your power. I hope those 5,000 feet will be enough. I will not collide with any hilltop, and turbulence is still there. If this altitude is insufficient, I will climb more. Beautiful mission. I'm happy to be able to do my route flying. I like very, very long range route flights. I just love it. That river is Pshecha River in 1835. Beautiful. Caucasus, Caucasian mountains, and I've got insufficient power. I see it. 22.3 inches will be okay. And I see probably I will need to climb more, because look at those hilltops, not a joke. Just imagine a photorealistic landscape that's quite beautiful visual, but just imagine photorealistic landscape. This is 2025 already. Dear Jason, dear Carlos, we will wait as long as you need us to wait. We will pay as much as you need us to pay, but do that photorealistic water, skies, photorealistic everything. Let's make it like you call it, quality American produced combat aviation combat simulator, because this beautiful game, I like it, I love it, but I see a lot of good things interspersed with a lot of bad things in this game. I know where those, I think I understand where those bad things come from. They come from senior developers management, from their attitude, from their personal likings, from their personal point of view, how this game should be played. I don't like that. I do not appreciate that. I do not respect that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think I will be just able to... No, I should climb actually. No? Could I? I should climb. I'm just able to get... No? Yes, that's what I call accurate. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is experience. This is beautiful. I'm unstabilized, straight and level attitude. I don't do with my pitch angle anything. Look at that descending tendency. That was atmosphere simulation. So I appreciate that. So quite some good developer did that simulation of mountain effects in your flight. So I appreciate that, but still that turbulence isn't right. Quite ugly actually. Ugly turbulence. And we can see that Black Sea. Very soon I should start descending, so I close my cowl shutters. Reduce power a little bit. I need to overheat my engine. I should do that earlier actually. And where I am, some river. That river should be Cuhvadj river, Cuhvadj river, and Golovinka, Chemitokvadja, probably. I should be able to see on my right. Yes, this is Cuhvadj river. I can see this river junction on my 1 o'clock. So I'm somewhere 2, 2, 3, 4.5. And let's start descending. Minus 5% elevator trim. RPM I don't RPM up to 72% in order to make my engine hotter. Minus 5% more. Minus 5% more. Minus 5% more, and minus 5% more. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. And throttle back to 16, 17 inches. I can't remember the actual number. And turn right. New heading is 270. She isn't stabilized. Atrocious turbulence, atrocious. .270 level up. Retard the throttle. 14 inches should be okay. And that should be Golovinka. Yeah, Golovinka village. Okay, my P-40 is more or less stabilized. You're not able to stabilize your airplane because of that atrocious turbulence. Retard the throttle once again. You don't know whether it's your incorrect power settings or this is incorrect combination of elevator trimming and power and airspeed, or it is turbulence. That's why I hate that turbulence. I hate Finnish server for that, but Finnish server is the best. Yeah, definitely that river mouse with a lot of small islands, and very soon I will start recovering from transitioning from stabilized descending to stabilized straight and level attitude. Техночатый zone, elevator trim plus 5%, RPM down to 43, plus 5% more, plus 5% more, plus 5% more, and plus 5% more. Technochat is off, I don't need it anymore. Throttle forward. Advance the throttle. Insufficient airspeed helps me to descend. I wasn't stabilized anyway. Insufficient airspeed is insufficient 21.3 inches or something like that. Insufficient. I don't want colliding with the surface. I don't fancy any colliding with the surface. Still insufficient airspeed. My altitude is less than my wingspan. I shouldn't experience any ups and downs because of that turbulence, because I'm too low. It's not enough altitude to evolve those hot air streams. This is sea surface. Which hot air? Stupid idiot Han. Stupid idiot Loft. Disrespectful for us players, you guys. That's your fault. I blame you, senior developers management, for that ugly turbulence. That turbulence should become that violent on some altitude, not on low zero altitude, not on low level. This is absolutely unrealistic. That it shouldn't be so bumpy. It's not bumpy, it's ups and downs, very gentle, very elongated. But some good developer introduced aerodynamic cushion on low level. That cushion aerodynamic feature doesn't let me collide with the surface, even though my airspeed is not enough. Okay, 21.0 is not enough. 21.5, let's make it. Let's make it 21.4. Okay. That should be enough. She will accelerate at some 5-10 seconds and stop. Descending. Turn right, 280 is my new heading. This is low level, this is low level. Uh, 285, yes, 285, not 280, 285, my new heading. I'm closing cold shutters because still insufficient airspeed, and that atrocious turbulence. I shouldn't experience any ups and downs because of the turbulence. It's too low level. It's too low level. Any atmospheric process doesn't have altitude to get me up. And my joystick changed power itself. Has changed. Dear joystick lever, throttle lever, let me have my 21.4 inches or I will collide with the surface. Please, thank you. 21.4 inches. .4 is okay. By the way, on P-40 when you lose, when you burn your fuel, your nose goes down until when you got fuel on your fuselage tank behind the pilot's back. By burning that fuel, your nose goes down, so you need a little bit more airspeed in order to maintain stabilized level attitude. So let's make it 21.4. 6.7 inches. Beautiful, 21.7 inches. And I will open my cowl shutters on 3/4. Beautiful. Should I turn right once again? Maybe I should. Maybe not. That's a low level. That's a less than 40 feet. This is good. 35, 36 feet. No, 40 feet altitude is okay. I've got wingspan 40 feet on my P-40. Altitude is less than wingspan. And you can close cowl shutters just a bit. This is low level, stabilized low level flight. .9 inches, and I will proceed with 285 or 300 magnetic heading until this position. Then I will turn left to 0719er grid, and I will try and do some flag units suppression, AAA suppression pattern, and then maybe some strafing. Then I will go home through the northern route on Khanskaya, if I survive that. Beautiful route flying. I should watch, look around. I use stabilized attitude flying because this is the most convenient way for group flying. I fly always alone. I will never anticipate someone flies like that. I would like to fly with someone, but most of players like, all players like to use the highest airspeed available for route flying, and almost all players hate long route flying. I like it. I like stabilized route flying. Oh, this is unsafe. That's turbulence. Turbulence gives me troubles. That bouncing, that's not my mistake, not my incorrect power settings or trim settings. That's ugly, unrealistic, undeveloped turbulence in this game, and very high value of turbulence. I hate Finnish turbulent pilot servers for that. That's actually Finnish virtual pilots, but I suggest renaming this server in Finnish turbulent pilots. Because of that turbulence. Yeah, I probably should turn right Let's turn right. No. Oh, those are friendly ships. I turn right because I don't want to meet any enemies. Bank right, 3-4 degree bank angle. Level up. Friendly ships. I hope. That's a convoy. Wind is from my 9 o'clock, almost 8 o'clock, so wind will shift me left, shift me south, so 300 is quite a good magnetic heading. The real heading will be probably 397, maybe 98. No, 398, 399. This is low level. Altitude is less than 30 feet. 30 feet. This is low level. Beautiful. Navy is ugly. Can you imagine this? Look at this, look at this. Hello developers, development management. This is ugliness. This is hello all of those who looking forward for combat pilot. We need combat pilot decent. DCS has no real decent multiplayer. Combat pilot should be the best of the best game. We really need that game. Look at this, look at this. Those guys, they didn't do well, they didn't do a good job in this game. They consider us some swines, some pigs, and we will eat everything they give us. That is incorrect. We're human beings, we deserve better. Look at this, look at this. Atrocious. Multiplayer is atrocious. You can install some monuments for Finnish virtual pilots, for tactical air war development team. They are heroes. Those who develop servers. This is very this is a shame. People do not understand when they develop the server, they do what they would like to play, what they would like to see, but you should understand your server is valuable for everyone. So You should do something, you should require, you should demand the tools which will make server playable and comfortable for every person, every user. Unfortunately, for example, tactical air war could be my best server, but tactical air war is switched off for 3/4 of a year, and when it's on, I would really love to play 5-6 hours missions, but it's only 2 hours missions are available, which is inconvenient for me, unacceptable for me. And I need trim, elevator trim technochat messages, because in real airplane or in some trainer 100% realistic trainer, you would be able to feel with your tactile feeling. You would be able to feel the trim tab adjustment. So you should be able to watch your instrument panel, to watch your airplane behavior, not to lose your eyesight of your airplane behavior, whether she pitch her nose up or pitch her nose down, banking left or right, and simultaneously adjust your elevator trim tab, for example. You would have tactile feeling of RPM lever adjustment. You do not have that in a game, so those technochat messages of your RPM and elevator trim, they are the only way to adapt realistic controls for player who's got a simple joystick, keyboard and mouse. So I actually see almost in case of experienced players, no one flies like me. My flying is the most realistic flying I know. So all of those guys, the way they fly this, they play this game is not as realistic as my way of playing this game. But still, if you ask technochat, I don't need whole technochat, I need only elevator trim tab messages. They start to throw rotten tomatoes into you, because they are dead genre community members. They feel very well, they feel undermotivated, they lack motivation, and when someone's revealing he needs technochat, they feel well, they feel they are not some poor devils lost with lack of happiness, with lack of positive emotions from the game. They feel well. This is uncomplimentary for those persons. I do not respect those persons, but it is what it is. This is reality of our ugly small community, miserable community. So my plane is the most realistic plane I know, but still I'm being hated for my Technochat elevator trim tab using, and not being hated because I'm not realistic, I'm not experienced players, but because people just love to hate someone, because that gives them some extra motivation. This is very, very, very ugly. So I would really like to have those Technochat messages of elevator trim tab available and free to use without depending from fucking metalhead. Hello fucking metalhead. That's for you. That metalhead is such the same. I respect anyone's efforts of maintaining and running the server. Those are heroes. I'm okay with that. I confirm that, but players like Denisik or Metalhead, they are the same dead genre community members which struggle with their motivation balance, lack of motivation, lack of happiness in this game. They always need extra something, so in their pursuit of extra adrenaline, extra rush, they do not care about other players, not because they are ignorant or stupid or toxic, but because they are unhappy in this game. Some 15-20 years ago they were happy, and now they lack happiness. They are not able to feel all positive emotions they could feel, they think they deserve. I confirm they deserve, each player deserves positive emotions in this game, but they're not able to feel those positive emotions, so they need extra something. I could fly, I could do my mission, I could do Berloga action, I could do one-on-one aerial combat, I could do such a long range, maximum range missions, very long and boring route flying, and I'm okay with that. I'm happy. That's what I need. And they are not able to feel that way. They need some extra rush, extra adrenaline to feel good playing this game. And in pursuit of that extra rush, extra adrenaline, they invent and introduce those territory control games just in order to add some extra motivation. They switch off server, the same reason, just to add some motivation. This situation is really, really ugly. This is a dead genre at its best. In live genre game, in live game, for example, squad game on Diplomacy, you've got 365 days a year server available, 24/7 available, and live server. And community do not care about any extra motivation. They just love that game. They just play that game. They've got, for example, right now they will have 20-30 people queue to join the server. This is live genre. For example, combat box, probably we've got 50, 60, maybe 70 people on that combat box. This is live genre players. Those are good people who do not lose motivation and dedication and happiness in this game. I like those people. And some players are quite different, unfortunately. Quite different. They need extra something in order to make them motivated. That's why you see some ugly gameplay features and you're not able to change those features. For example, this ugly turbulence and Finnish virtual pilot server. Once again I suggest renaming Finnish virtual pilots into Finnish turbulent pilots. That turbulence is absolutely unhistorical, absolutely unrealistic. That Denisik from historical air war or frontline, I call it Chow and Bullets server. They count Chow, ammunition and fuel. This is so ugly, so unrealistic, because they should count new engines, engine parts and engine repair kits and engine mileage and the time when engine is out of commission, being on maintenance, repair and maintenance procedure. That's what you should count. But they count proviant, chow and bullets and ammunition and fuel, which is absolutely ugly and ridiculous. So I call that frontline server chow and bullets server. But that Denisik, he's a real life pilot, and his historical air war server had a feature of absolutely 100% realistic weather, and sometimes it was turbulent, and most of the time turbulence was very low, so it wasn't too heavy. So you could play that, let it be such a violent turbulence, but in one mission out of 4 or out of 5 or out of 10, because tactical aviation of World War II, tactical aviation units, they were picking up the right weather for their missions, so they couldn't have that ugly turbulence all the time. And turbulence isn't done well in this game, but that genre community, they are bored, they need extra something, so they consider that turbulence is a good way to make strafing better for them, but the strafing technique is really ugly. If you watch from the ground my strafing is beautiful, absolutely realistic, like you should strafe in World War II airplane with your cannons or machine guns. And while strafing, I really enjoy that procedure. I really enjoy it. And they do not enjoy, because their strafing technique is really ugly. They've got tendency to collide with a target, so the strafing, they've got terrible excessive airspeed. They've got very shallow trajectory, shallow strafing path profile. So just do your strafing in the right way. Don't do it in the wrong way, and you will not need any extra motivation, any extra something. But they don't do that. They decide to make absolutely unhistorical turbulence all the time, 100% turbulent weather, absolutely unrealistic turbulence, which wasn't developed in the right way in this game. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm writing about free-to-use features without depending from development personnel, from other players, from guy who runs the server. Guy who runs the server could have his own or her own, his own opinion of better gameplay, and that gameplay could be unacceptable for other players. So that's how you lose players. And I suggest I should I will just close my cowl shutters in order to increase airspeed, because I'm burning fuel and my fuselage tank behind pilot's back becomes lighter and lighter, so my nose goes down and down, more and more and more down, very slowly. So without changing my elevator trim settings, I should very slowly increase my airspeed in order to stay stabilized in straight and level flight. The only thing in that procedure is this game doesn't have absolutely realistic fuel management, so your weight balance is changing. This game gives you staged mass balance changes, not realistic, but staged changes. So sometimes you can feel I've lost 4 degrees of heading, my bad. Very rare mistake for you to compare with A20, which is very often mistake on A20. That's directional stability on P40 because of rudder, because of prop wash rudder aerodynamic force. My rudder is influenced by prop wash. That makes me much more stable in case of directional stability. That's why the same player has got much less troubles with maintaining heading on P40 than on A20. I'm closing my cowl shutters. It's less than 30, less than neutral already. And by that look of Abreu-Durso or Anapa, I know those places very much. I understand very soon I will turn right on 330 heading. That will be 30 degrees vector change. Turn. You do that in spread abreast formation with 3 airspeed intervals. You do that with 11 seconds delay. They've got airfield on Anapa and I don't want any troubles showing myself on that airfield, so I will proceed 300 magnetic heading a little bit more, and then I will turn right on 330 magnetic. Oh, American guys are there. American guys are there. Beautiful. I would really love to play with somebody, but my very boring flying routine is unacceptable for almost 100% of players. I accept that, but I like this as realistic way of playing this game as possible. I'm not going for realism, I'm going for comfortable standard operational procedures, which are most comfortable and most valuable for the best for group flying. If I would be in 3 or 6 or 12 airplanes group, we would do front abreast formation, so 0 distances or almost zero elevation, and 3 airspeed intervals, so range to the left or to the right between airplanes would be 89 meters per second multiplied 3. That means 265,270 meters. And when you maintain those 3 airspeed intervals and you need to do standard turn, you do standard delay, and after completing this turn you just switch places and maintain the same spread abreast formation, turn left, turn left. For example, when it's 30 degrees vector change, that will be 11 seconds delay. When it's 45 degree vector change, that should be a 7 seconds delay. When it's 60 degree vector change, it should be 5 seconds delay. When it's 90, it's 3 seconds. When it's 120, it's 2 seconds. And when it's 180, that's 0 seconds delay. And less than 30 degree vector change you should do without delay simultaneously with 3-4 degree bank angle, very low bank angle, with a very large, with a very big turning radius, so you do not lose your formation too much in such way of turning. You lose it a little bit, but not too much. So those of you who might watch this and consider what type of formation you should use on a route flying, the same you should use on combat, on other airspeeds. You could use those delays. And I've got almost 2 hours left. This is not good. This is not good. I've got not enough time. I should open my call shutters because I'm climbing. It's already 50 feet. I'm opening. I don't want to use Technochat for that. About 40% open call shutters. 35 maybe. Yeah, more. This stupid game, stupid turbulence, I don't want to even discuss that. But I was a little bit late. I had a late dinner. I was a little bit late to the mission start time. 30 minutes late actually. I need some time to make a preview picture to start my stream. This is too much. Airspeed is too much. Okay, let it be 21.4. It's gonna be too low. Yeah, it's immediately not enough. 21.9, please. Could I have 21.9? Yes, beautiful. 21.9, because I don't need to climb yet. I will start climbing when I cross when I 0816, then I will start climbing. You should stay stealthy as long as you can. Turn right on 3, 4, 5 heading on. Maybe not. Maybe turn right on 000 heading. Additional power. To stay level. Reduce the throttle. Retard the throttle. Establish a 21.8 manifold pressure. .7.8, beautiful. And I'm too high. Call shutters open in order to decrease airspeed, and closed in order to increase airspeed. I should be okay now. So Anapa should be somewhere there. I will not be visible from Anapa. And it's 60 feet altitude, but she will descend. She will descend. such a bounces from that aerodynamic cushion on low level. Closing, cold shutters. I'm not to collide with that surface. Atrocious turbulence. I hate it. Really hate it. And by the looks of that seashore, I will find out where I am. I know where I am. Probably I will Благовещенская. In Old Russian that means good news. Would it be good news for me? That town, that village name means good news. Would it be good news for me when I cross that seashore? That seashore is perfect to assess where you are by the looks of it, whether it's some road, some village, some liman, some Кизетшатский liman or Витязевский liman. Vitez is knight, Sir Knight. Armor Knight. I've got not enough time, I've got not enough fuel to strafe that vehicle convoy, but I will try and do some AAA suppression, standard operational procedure, standard pattern. I will try to survive against 109. If they jump me, they shoot. Oh, we've got SG2 Ferox. That's a Russian guy, Evgeny. He changed his nickname to Lava some reason. Ferox was much better nickname. He was playing with Russian fighter player Tazgan. I was playing with him about 11 years ago. He's a very toxic person. I don't like playing with him, but if you listen to me, Tazgan, I suggest one-on-one dogfight, and still I ask you, I suggest that you please answer. We could do that. And later that Evgeny Lava, he joined SG2 squad. I like to, I would really love to name, we've got in Russian language brothers in minds expression, guys who do like you, who think like you, who love the same things you love. Those are brothers and minds in Russian language. So I would really like to call those SG2 brothers and minds, but sometimes you watch the streams and immense incompetence of group leader, of group members, complete disorder. This is very frustrating to watch. For example, I'm trying to maintain, I fly alone, I'm trying to maintain 0 vertical speed or constant vertical speed in climbing, constant vertical speed in descending, 0 vertical speed in level flight. And I try to maintain heading ±1 degree. SG2 Wolfert, when he flies, when he knows those wingmen, they depend from him. It's inconvenient for them to maintain, to repeat all his woes and left-right woes and up and down woes after him. Anyway, he doesn't maintain constant vertical speed, he doesn't maintain heading. There is a guy, SG2 John 78, he knows how to play like that, how to fly like that. I saw that on his streams, but SG2 Wolfert, he's a great guy, I respect him very much, but he doesn't do that. So I consider that's a great disrespect for your wingman to behave like that. No order in straight and level flight. How could you expect any order in rejoin after takeoff or combat rejoin procedure, in strafing procedure, when your group of 2, 3, 6 airplanes or players do some strafing or bombing? You will not have any order in that, any efficiency, anything good in that combat procedure, because you've got 0 order in very simple straight and level flight procedure. So this is very frustrating to see good guys, experienced guys, dedicated guys who do not appreciate right way of flying, of group flying. They never change, they never rotate. One guy always fly as a leader. That's why he doesn't understand what is important for wingman. So this is not good. So I would really love to play with somebody, but when I see such incompetence, it's not so bad for me. It's not so bad for me not to fly with someone. But anyway, SG2 is a very good group of players. I recommend you, if you play German, I never play German side. If you play German, I recommend you to try to play with them. Maybe you will like it. I respect them very much. I would really love to see them do better than they do at the moment. I bet I somewhere here, or maybe no, somewhere here, Благовещенская, not Витязевская. Благовещенская means good news. Витязевская, that Vitязь is a knight in armor in Russian. So I really would like to see that T-junction, maybe Благовещенская. But definitely I'm too far from Anapa. I was good in avoiding that Anapa area, and I should start jumping. +5 inches, pull up, let her climb without changing her airspeed, without accelerating or slowing down. Airspeed is a key for stabilized attitude flying. Stabilized attitude flying is very convenient for maintaining heading and sparing your attention for route flying, for navigation, for everything else. Beautiful. Nose down, throttle backwards. What can I see? Благовещенская should be on my 12 o'clock somewhere there. I've got Витязевский, Лиман and no, actually I'm more to the west. Yeah, turn right. New heading is 045. This is 45-degree vector change in case of spread abreast formation with 3 airspeed intervals. That would be 7 seconds delay turn in order to maintain formation after completing this turn. And I'm probably too far to the west. I already did that mistake, that navigational mistake, not too big mistake, because I've got no navigators tool. I'm probably somewhere here. No? Somewhere here. That should be Liman Kizitshansky to my right. Yeah, that should be. And another road, a little bit jumping. I'm not able to watch my map. I see the road bending, quite sharp bending. This should be there. 0812.2. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe 0811.9er maybe. Oh, I really do not understand where I am. This is quite concerning. Quite concerning. Maybe, yeah, this Соленое озеро, which means salty, I can see on my 9 o'clock. Соленое озеро, that little puddle, and then Liman Pugaski and Liman Kizitsky. Yeah, definitely I know where I am. I am. And another. Have you got another lake? And another road bending, yes. I am 0782.2. So turn right on 060 is okay. I've lost 10 degrees of heading. My bad, absolutely unprofessional. Absolutely unprofessional, absolutely. It was a difficult task of finding where you are. I've dived a little bit, descending without changing airspeed. And now I'm approaching. Where should I be? Probably I should dive a little bit, that's too high. This lake should be this 00713 or not. Looks like it. I'm 0713 0.8. Beautiful. I know exactly where I am without GPS and maintaining low level flight. Beautiful. Beautiful. And on Golubitskaya and 0615 I will turn right and start climbing. I should start jumping very soon. This unnamed, no-name lake. Oh. I should start climbing. I was too late. That's what I'm talking about. I'm afraid of colliding with a treetop. So double extra power. Nose down. Retard the throttle. P-40 is beautiful. And now dive. So retard the throttle minus 5 inches and then nose down. Another road, but I'm not able to watch my map. I will collide with a treetop. Nose up and power up. Okay, this lake is Liman Akhtanizovsky, and I should dive on absolutely low level. I will look which town is this. This is Akhtanizovskaya, and Golubitskaya will be on my... Oh, I should turn right already. Turning right on 090. Excessive power. Golubitskaya will be on my 12 o'clock when I complete that right 30 degrees turn. Excessive power, extra power, level up, 090 level up. And right on Golubitskaya I will start climbing. I've got not enough fuel. In more realistic gameplay, that will make sense to get to the target from behind. So that will buy you some extra 10-15 seconds for your group. For example, when target is covered, is escorted with a fighter plane for 110s or 190s, 109s, no 119s yet. I will not be able to see Golubitskaya, but when I reach the shoreline I will start climbing. Maybe it's gonna be too early. Yes, too early. No, maybe not. Anyway, I should climb 3000 feet and get myself ready and do transition into combat mode. Okay, technochat on, let's start climbing. Plus 5% elevator trim. RPM up to 72%. Cowl shutters open, plus 5% more. Plus 5% more. Cowl shutters plus 5% more, plus 5% more, rudder to 32, 35, and plus 5% more. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. Throttle forward and 28 inches or something like that. I've lost 3 degrees of heading. And this is Golubitskaya. Golubitskaya. That's what I call good navigation. No GPS, no altitude navigation, which is perfect. I like it very much. And that stabilized attitude flying is the key for that ability. It would be very easy to be my wingman. So this is a great technique for this. I can see this Temryuk S-turning and bridge, very convenient terrain feature, landmark. So it would be very convenient and easy to maintain any type of formation after me if I would be group leader and I would stay, and still I wouldn't be tired. I would be aware of where I am. So comfortable group flying is the key. I like all my standard operational procedures to be adjusted for comfortable group flying. Okay, engine is quite hot. I am 0616.2 in 0619.1 I will brake right, maybe earlier, maybe 0618.3 I should brake right and start my standard AAA suppression pattern pass. It's quite hot. Okay, transition into straight and level, minus 10% elevator trim, RPM down to 43. She's lowering her nose down, aileron 1 on minus 5% more. Do not let her pitch her nose up. When she starts pitching her nose up, that means you've got excessive airspeed, so reduce elevator trim. That will make speed not excessive, and in the end reduce the power. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. I've lost 4 degrees of heading, my bad. Retard the throttle, 22 inches maybe. I will not fix the cowl shutters. Let her cool down her engine, and I should pick up the brake right range. It will be this Свистельников elongated village. I can see this Mal lake, this small lake, and my target should be on my distant. I can see the target already. It's okay. I should be okay to strafe it, to destroy all those flak units, but I bet I will not be able to see those flak units. That was the case the previous attempt on this terrain. So I'm ready for unsuccessful mission once again, but I will try and do my best. Okay, this bridge. No, this and Свистельников. I can see it already. I will break right on 135 heading, or maybe 150 heading. Oh, maybe not, maybe actually not. I will not brake right, I will just do right turn, 60 degrees right turn. No, I will brake right, okay. Transition into combat mode, 72% RPM. Auto reach settings. Everything else is okay. Everything else should be okay. Wait a little bit longer. Just a little bit. And power up actually. 30 inches. I'm rusty. Very, very rusty. And get ready for brake right, standard operational procedure. Brake right, brake right. You know, in case of group line, you can do that brake right procedure with 5 seconds delay, so you will get your group from close formation into tactical column line astern formation. Where are those flak units? I think I can see one. I hope I can see one. I'm too low. That's 88 actually. No? Motherfucker, motherfucker. That was a miss. That was a very bad approach. Evasive maneuver. Ah, motherfucker, motherfucker. That was absolutely my bad. Absolutely my bad. Maybe I should change. Definitely I should change. Definitely I should change procedure. I should do first approach. That was a hit. I should do first approach, assessing the layout of the flock units. I will describe that on so the longest streak of unsuccessful missions is going on and on. Nothing I could do. So I should adjust my... I've got not enough practice, so you should practice a lot in order to make such steps forward. This was absolutely my fault. So where is the target? Beautiful game. Target is invisible. So since I've been strafing vehicle convoys, I know the best way to approach flak units is as you can say it, is flank attack. So you should approach, if you've got, for example, 2 or 3 flak units positions or flak units on cars, on vehicles, on the same line, you should approach by that line offset to the left or to the right. And I should approach like this, parallel to that line, like this, then turn left and attack that target. So I will change my direction for this flak unit, and that flak unit will see me going, also changing direction, changing altitude, and going as fast as I can. So angle speed of that barrel of that aiming sight would be the maximum. That helps me, and that is very bad for flak unit operator. And then after making a pass on that target, I should turn this and how you call it, get away from the flak unit area with the same almost on this using the same line but opposite heading. So I knew that very well, that you shouldn't ever leave behind any flak unit. So that's why I've turned to this flak unit, and then I've changed my mind and turned to that flak unit, and that was immediately I was punished for that. I've got enough experience to know that was a bad decision, but I couldn't assess where those flak units were. And that flak unit very unfortunate. This is 88. 88 gives you almost never any hits. So I should change my standard operational procedure. I should do the first pass without strafing, just to assess the layout of flak units. Why I do not do that? Because I probably was doing that earlier and I was hit by that flak unit anyway, because evasive maneuvers do not work in a proper way in this game. But anyway, I should try that. So if I would do that, I would determine this line. This line is actually 210 or 215 heading. So if you know the line, just like in a vehicle convoy, they spread along the road, you can see that line and you can build your strafing pass along that line. For example, move over there, start strafing pass from over here, moving parallel with that line, but offset to the right a little bit, like overhead brake pattern, race track pattern, just the same here. That will make flak unit operator task the most difficult and much not easy, also difficult for you to turn and to attack, but that is achievable, that is doable. This is beautiful when you've got such techniques, so I'm not disappointed too much, not frustrated, because this actually a mistake I did a lot from 2013 when in old Il2 Forgotten Battles, Tuman Vayny, Fog of War server, I've been strafing vehicle convoys a lot, and flak units were much more severe, 4 or 5 flak units. It was very challenging to destroy them, but I had more than 1/3, more than 35% likely I destroy all the flak units. So I'm quite surprised I've got such a long, maybe more than 10 mission streak of unsuccessful missions. This is probably because of my very rare missions. Once again, I would really like to play yesterday, but yesterday P-40 wasn't available. And tomorrow I will not be able to play. How could you? And thanks God, P-40 is available on weekend. So I'm not complaining. That's absolutely not only my fault, but some kind of confirmation of well-known principle of the strafing technique, flak unit strafing technique. When you when you watch somebody stream and people strafe like this, head-to-head approach, I call it. They flying straight to the target by the straight line. Some guys are so incompetent, I'm sorry, for example, as G2 Wolfert, they do waves. This is absolutely wrong. My P-40 had no energy. I knew I was telling that I need to do evasive maneuver, I should decrease my altitude, but I was unlucky, they've hit me. I've lost conscious, fainted, pilot fainted, and P-40 touched the ground, so I'm not disappointed, not frustrated. This is well-known mistake, and normal procedure of debrief. I should change my standard operational procedure. I shouldn't do first approach strafing, just like with the firing approach, just like on strafing, the first profiled circle is without fire because you need to gain energy. P-40 is not, P-40 has very weak thrust weight ratio, so you need to gain energy, and on only a second circle is a firing circle. So next time maybe that will be, I don't know, next time in 3 weeks. Next time will be in 3 weeks maybe, when I will be able to play P-40 on Finnish server. I should try the adjusted or something different. So I should do first pass without firing, without actual AAA suppression, just in order to assess where those flak units are. Then to build in my mind the line between those two flak units, to assess the direction of that line heading, and to build my next approach along that heading, a little bit offset to the right, like my overhead brake pattern. So thank you all who might watch this. That was a very pleasant mission. I knew some reason it's very long, maybe 7 months of unsuccessful missions for me, maybe more. I really don't understand. This is a bad luck or something, I don't know. So I really enjoyed that very long and boring mission. This is frustrating. P-40 will not be available next week, and tomorrow I will not be able to play, probably. If I had any time, I would better join, I would do diplomacy stream. I don't know, maybe I wouldn't be able, I don't know, but if I would be able, that will be only 1.5 to 2 hours, and I will do a diplomacy squad medic stream. So thank you all who might watch this. See you next time. Maybe next week that will be Russian speaking A20 level bombing stream, maybe not, maybe something else. We'll see you. Take care. Goodbye.